Hey y'all, it's Laura, and I've got a little patio gardening tip for you. Um, with everybody kind of going through lockdown, you're maybe limited on how you can get some plants. So I'm going to show you a quick little tip on how you can start something new. So this is a bit of basil. This came off of a live basil plant. Like if you get it from the grocery store and it's wrapped, you've got maybe a bunch and it has all the stems. So you snap it off just above where the stem comes out, right at that leaf node. And this is roughly 8 days since I broke it off of the main stem of fresh basil. So this is a cat food can that has been washed and cleaned. I've put some fresh water in it, and 8 days ago, put this in there. And now, after 8 days, look at these awesome, amazing roots. So these are long enough and prominent enough that I can go ahead and pot this up, and then I'm going to have a whole new basil plant. And when it branches and gives me even more fabulous, wonderful smelling basil, I can snap them off and start a new plant again. So if you're getting, say, food delivery or groceries delivered, or you've got somebody who has a basil plant, just snap off a sprig. Give yourself enough stem that you can suspend that in water and get some roots, and then have your own plant. I've also done the same rooting in water method. It's an oldie but a goodie, with this beautiful lemon lime philodendron. And this has been in here for I believe I've got 14 days. This one's a little bit slower than the basil. So I snapped off a large piece of this lemon lime philodendron, put it in some water, and I've got some really terrific roots coming out. And that's on both of them. Let's pull the other one out. I haven't looked at that either. We'll do it together. And yep, I've got some really nice roots. I'm actually going to let this one stay in the water and get a little bit longer, so I have a little bit more uniform growth. You can see I've got a lot of really great growth right there, but these other ones are a little bit smaller. So I'm just going to give them a little bit more time in the water to really develop, so that way there's not a lot of shock when it moves into some moist potting soil. So this one as well, I'm going to let these get a little bit longer, so maybe another 3 or 4 days, and then I'll pot these up in a really nice mix, and keep them very moist, not soaking. You never want sopping wet soil, but you do want it to be consistently moist for several days as these water roots transition into soil roots. So there is a bit of a difference. That's why some things don't always translate from water roots to getting potted up. But this one, I've had great success with this particular philodendron, and it's so lovely. It's so bright. And just because you maybe don't have tons of room to grow, don't be afraid to give things a try. Don't be afraid to try rooting things in water and creating new plants. It's a free way to build your collection, and in some cases to grow vegetables and herbs. So happy gardening, and I hope you give it a try.